On the other shoe, we're going to use a wet on wet method. So what that means is you wet your paper down first. So I'm using a larger brush right now, and I'm wetting the whole entire page down. And you can see, maybe you can see a little bit of color. It's not a big deal if there's color on in your water, if it's light, like mine is. Now you're going to notice that it warps. So what you want to do, notice I practice my art on the back here, that's why you see another shoe back here, is paint the back if the warping is really bad. And all I'm doing is painting it with that water again. So I'll fill the entire back. That's going to help this stay down a little bit better. Again, making sure that this is always wet. I don't want big drops of water on my page, but I do want to make sure that it's always wet. Now you're going to notice some differences today versus our dry brush method. It's going to be a little different. Whatever you did before, so on my other artwork, I used cool colors in the background and warm colors inside my shape, and I need to repeat that again. So I'm going to grab my cool colors to begin with and start by painting. Now you're going to notice right away, holy smokes, this is a different ball game because it's going to start moving throughout your page. The watercolor wet on wet method is much different than what we saw the day before. You can see how it just spreads. And yes, I will tell you, when you're going along your shoe here, I'm sorry, your shape, you're going to notice that it might even bleed into the space of your shoe. Shape, sorry, my shape is a shoe. This makes it pretty fun, but it's a totally different method. Now notice when I go in here and I add my colors next to each other, they might start to blend together, and that's an okay thing. This method seems to be a lot quicker, but it is much, we call this loose. This is a loose painting now because it moves around your page. So you're going to complete this on a wet on wet method. When you notice that you're starting to get a little dry, grab that large brush again and just kind of put that water down again. We don't want anything to be dry. This is a totally different method, a wet on wet method.